Layla Elias is a 20-year-old Kurdish American who loves to cook. In this video, Elias will show you how to prepare a meal she likes to make for dinner guests. The meal includes the traditional Kurdish dishes of kupa, mutton, naan, soup, and rice. This video was shot in Elias's home, so you will hear background noise unrelated to the cooking. To begin preparing the kupa, a soup dish containing dough stuffed with meat and spices, start by preparing the meat mixture. Elias uses beef, cilantro, an onion, curry powder, turmeric, cumin, cayenne pepper, and shawarma meat spice. Cut the beef into very small pieces and fry them in a pan along with the cut-up onion. Then add the spices and cilantro. Once the meat stuffing is ready, start making the dough by pouring a 32-ounce bag of semolina wheat into a large mixing bowl. Then add salt and warm water.
If this is a little different, then he will want. Yeah, I just but that's okay. That's okay. Now I know how to spell it.
Work the dough with your hands.
Did she use this? Oh, okay. Did she use that? I think. Oh yeah. She does this. Yeah, this one is over. She has those spices, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay. And salad, the rice salad.
Okay.
And after that, you will mix the onions and the other things.
Okay.
Keep working the dough until it is tacky enough to stick together and hold contents inside. When the dough is ready, cover it with plastic. Now start grabbing chunks of dough and forming small bowls for the meat mixture. Elias dips her thumb in vegetable oil to keep the dough from sticking to her hand. Enclose the meat mixture by pinching the dough together. Next, fill a large pot half full with boiling water. Add a little citric acid and a large tablespoon of salt. Then, add the filled dough pieces and cook for about 12 minutes with the burner on high. Stir occasionally. After 12 minutes, remove the filled dough pieces. For the soup part of the kupa, use a large pot and add 1 can of cut green beans, 1 small can of tomato paste, a little water, and vegetable oil. Stir for about a minute. And add salt. And then add enough boiling water to submerge the dough pieces. Cook for 4.5 minutes on high. Now add a packet of beef bouillon. After 4.5 minutes, add the filled dough pieces and cook for 8 more minutes, stirring occasionally. Now we'll start cooking the mutton. Heat up a large pot. When hot, add 3 pounds of mutton and cook for 3 minutes on medium to high heat. Add salt and a bouillon cube. Then add enough water to submerge the meat. Now Add a chopped onion, cumin, and turmeric. Turn the burner to high. The mutton will take about an hour and a half to cook. An hour into the cooking, Elias checks the meat. Here is a piece of mutton when it's done cooking at an hour and a half. To prepare the naan dough, mix 4 cups of flour, 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, 2 1/2 teaspoons of salt, 1/4 cup of warm water, and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Knead the dough and let it sit under plastic to rise. When it's ready, dip your fingers in oil and start grabbing blobs of dough, working them into balls. Set your oven to broil. When you are ready to bake the dough, apply oil to a flat cooking sheet and over the area where you will roll out your naan. Proceed to flatten the dough. Put the dough on the top rack of the oven for 2 1/2 minutes. Then flip the naan, placing it back on the rack without the sheet. In 2 1/2 more minutes, it will be done. Next, wash 3 cups of brown rice. Fill the bottom of the pot with vegetable oil and let the oil heat with the burner on high. Next, add 4 ounces of durum wheat vermicelli noodles. Cook for 3 minutes and then add rice and salt. And boiling water. Two minutes later, turn down the burner to medium heat. 12 minutes later, turn the burner to between low and medium heat and cook for 7 more minutes. Next is the soup. Add vegetable oil to cover the bottom of a medium pot. Then add a chopped onion. After a couple minutes, add a can of cut French-style green beans. Then add half a tablespoon of salt. And a small can of tomato paste. 2 minutes later, add boiling water. Let the soup cook for about 8 minutes. While it's cooking, add ground cayenne pepper and meat shawarma seasoning. With the soup done, the meal is complete.